Okay. You have to go live on Facebook, right?
Yes, not yet, but will be.
Yeah, it's training.
You can start.
Okay. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to my dear lovely audience who are watching me live. I take privilege and honor to be a part of the training and development team of International Internship University. IIU has spread its wings in 195 countries and 6 continents. Mr. Piyush Pandit, sir, is the visionary, a committed social activist, a passionate educationist with 2 decades providing education to all the students from various social and cultural backgrounds. It indeed is a very humbling and a very noble place to be in. And I'm super grateful to Piyush for this beautiful chance. I am an entrepreneur by heart, and I'm the founder of CESA and Morning Star Pre-Primary School. Both these organizations are my little babies that I have created to transform lives and touch and nourish lives forever. CESA trains women, housewives, and many other people from various walks of life. Morning Star gives quality education to little stars, and we are working on a project of developing teachers with experiential, fun way and lots of discovery learning, where learning is enjoyed by both the educator and the little one. It gives me indeed immense pleasure to share today on a very lovely topic that is close to my heart. And today I'm going to talk about something which I'm not going to tell you, but before that, I'm going to ask you to do one small activity for me. Okay, so what you got to do is take a piece of paper, okay, make it into a ball, and after you make it into a ball, you have to aim at a basket. Now that's not so easy. You got to close your eyes and don't really cheat. Okay, close your eyes and then aim at the basket. Was it easy? Oh, I'm sure it's not. It's going to be something really tough. Okay, so that is because you don't have a direction in front of you. You are without a vision. So it's going to be like a headless chicken. So today what we're going to do is we are going to talk about something. If we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan, then what is the outcome? And yes, my dear friends, I'm going to talk about something very important. What marks the difference between a person who we admire, role model, than a normal person? That is goals. He or she sets goals. So goal setting. We don't plan to fail. We fail to plan. The objectives of today is meaning of goal setting, need of goal setting, importance of goal setting, and demonstration of setting goals. What is a goal? Like we said, an aim or focus. We closed our eyes, we didn't have an aim or focus. Aim, an object or aim that one strives to attain. Final destination, as this boy is going on to the final destination. Goal setting, vision. People with vision make it big. So I'm going to ask you some questions now. Okay, I know it's going to be just me doing it, but later on you can post your answers because this is a live session, so you can post your answers. I'm going to ask you to guess this person and you can type it in the chat box or you can type it on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to talk about this person and you're going to guess it. Okay, this person has been 5 times world champion, is an Indian. Okay, she has a biography called Unbreakable. She has written a biography called Unbreakable. She's the Rajya Sabha member. She's got honorary doctorate degrees, Padma Bhushan, Padma Shri. The 3 ways to describe her is F for flexible, I inspiring, and T tough. She's fit. So can you guess 2012? 8 times world champion. 2012 was something very beautiful for her. So can you guess who am I talking about? Someone who had a reference point, someone who had a vision, someone who came out of rags, poverty, no roads, no trains, no diet, no supplements, but just knew this: hard work is the key to success. Yes, I'm talking about a very, very strong person, a very strong person who had a way to achieve her dreams, who worked hard to achieve her dreams, had a vision, a direction which was not really clear, a direction which she had to make a pathway, but it was just 3 important things: skill and passion. Her skill, she worked hard and developed that skill, that passion, that love, and finally she made it her profession. So yes, we are talking about none other than, here you go.
In my family, I am the elder one. So I have brother, sister. My younger brother, my younger sisters are there. They're still in my family. So I have to go and do something for my family to get a job. I always challenge when the people just laughing. Oh, I'll show you one day. That is my challenge. After getting a 5-time world champion, they all quiet and they respect me. I'm look like very different. I'm look like the Chinese or Thailand or Japanese. They're very surprised, no? They never expect them in boxing. It's a discipline. When we are not angry, I think it's not a boxer. It's not a real boxer. So when we get in the ring, if we're not angry, then I think we can't win about. Manipur, the top players, mostly the top players' family background is a very, very poor. I'm also the same thing. I'm also come from the poor family. So we have to do more hard work to get a job, to get a money, to get a better life. I miss my kids and they miss me. Very difficult, but I have to do for my country and I have to fulfill my dreams. I have to make a second Mary Kom. I thought Mary Kom.
So this is her training
I just
academy.
want to
She had a
contribute.
desire
I
to start her
stay
academy
in my country. I
and
just
train
want
more
to
people to be like her.
contribute to the youngster.
So here you go, a person
So I
with
have
vision,
to make a
hard
youngster
work,
Olympic
making her
champion.
own direction, developing her
Always
skills,
remember a story
breaking
of
down the
David
towers,
and Goliath.
and
David is a
achieving it.
small boy. Goliath is a big man. So how can David kill the Goliath? So I always remember I'm also small, and Manipur state is a very
An
small.
Indian boxer,
So
Mary Kom.
if I
Manipur is a small
play,
state,
if I
but
do
I can make
very
history.
hard work,
So all those watching here should remember,
without
we can
boxing,
all make history.
I imagine that I can't live without boxing because I love boxing. I love boxing very much.
So she's also known as Magnificent Mary. So a wonderful person and wonderful learning from her. I choose her because as a woman, she inspires. She also took up boxing and did to children too. So that is something that really inspires me and makes me believe that when you follow your passion, there's no end to it. So why do we need to set goals? It's important. If we don't set goals, what are we going to be like? We're going to be someone who sits in a car or a cab and doesn't know where to go. He's just sitting in the cab and he doesn't know the direction. He's not able to direct the taxi driver where to go. So he is just without an aim, without a focus. We have to achieve more. We were made to achieve more. And what differentiates us from animals and birds? Our brain, our thinking, our speaking. So we were made for more. And we need to believe that we were made for more. Get organized. How do we get organized? If we have a priority scale, we break things up, we can achieve our goals and we can get more organized too. Okay, yourself, talking to yourself, your self-confidence, at times it is all directed towards your goal and how you see yourself. Every time it must have been difficult for Mary Kom. It's difficult for me too. Sometimes when I look at myself as an entrepreneur, as a mother, I look at myself and I feel sometimes, is this striving going to end sometimes? Am I going to have a skill-based school? It's just a preschool. And then I look at myself, it's from where I started to where I am now. I compare, I contrast, and then there is new vigor in me. There's a dynamic spirit in me that says, you have run the race. Don't give up. Keep that power on. And that's what self-confidence does to you. You need to perform better. And that is when you have a specific plan. These are the types of goals that we can set. A short-term goal. We can start setting short-term goals, as students, as adults, set short-term goals, like goals of, losing weight, of not eating junk for a week. Observe that. That could be a short-term goal. Then go to middle-term goals and then long-term goals. Evaluate your process of goal setting. Let it be a specific goal. Start always with a short-term goal. I started with the short-term goal of CESA. When I was working as a college lecturer, I started as a short-term goal to give spoken English, soft skill training to women around my area. That was a short-term goal that I started with. And today where I am with my long-term goal of education to the little stars. I would say not my long-term, but my middle term. Long-term is a skill-based school. So this is what we are supposed to see and evaluate ourselves and reward ourselves. Because when we look at ourselves in the mirror, it's nobody else, it's just your reflection. So pat yourself, tell yourself that you're going good and you're the best. Like Muhammad, that boxer, he would always go in the ring and he would say, I'm the best, I'm the best. So tell that to yourself. Be kind to yourself. This is the process of goal setting. Many people don't set goals because they don't know the process of it. They don't write. They don't give time to themselves. They fail to give time to themselves. Write down stuff. Write down what they want to achieve from life. When you write it in present tense, write it in future tense. Don't write about your past, write a new story. Write about what you're going to achieve. Write about things that you believe. If you can dream it, you can do it. Then make a lovely action plan. The action plan, the plan that you have thought, the plan that you believe you can achieve. Make your priority list, chunk things out in A, B, C. A, priority, B, important, and C, not important at all. Stick with it. After you've written it, the action plan, you stick with it and constantly motivate yourself. How do you motivate yourself? By writing strong affirmations around you. It's important not to depend on others for motivation because everyone is depending on others. So break the circle, break the cliche, work towards yourself. You become a motivation. You become an inspiration for others. You find your reference point. Mary Com's reference point was Dinko Singh. Find your reference point. Look at your role model. And then you see the curve gets better and better and better and better. So that is what it is, the process. Motivate, reward, evaluate yourself. Short-term evaluation. First week, I did this much. Second week, how much did I do? Third week, and that's how you go around. Smart. What are goals? They are smart. They are specific. They are measurable. They are attainable, realistic, timely, evaluate, and revise. You need to be smarter and let us create an habit to be smarter. What way smarter? To be more specific. Shouldn't be like we should have 5, 6 goals. Just have one and let it be specific. Measure your goal. Is it attainable or is it just a statement? For example, I need a skill-based school by 2025. It is specific. It is measurable because I have a pre-primary school now. Attainable. What do I need for this? How am I going to go about with this? Yes, it's attainable. Realistic. Yes, it's a realistic goal because I am an educationist myself. It's not something that I'm investing my money in it and I'm not into education. Yes, I know things about education. I have an experience of almost 2 decades in education, so I know about it. Yes, it should be time bound. Let it be time bound and keep evaluating yourself. Is it the word? Is it something that I really love? Is it something that I'm doing out of compulsion because my this one tells me, that one tells me, or is it something that is, I just want to prove myself, so I'm doing it? No, it should be something. Follow your passion and it will lead you to purpose. Any work becomes half when you do it with half heart. So my dear brothers and sisters, my dear friends, if you do any work with half of your heart, it's just going to be a burden for you. And it's not going to be your goal. So let your goal be your passion. J.K. Rowling, her goal, Harry Potter. She made it. She did it because she created a smarter habit. thinking a goal through. Think a goal through. What skills do I need to achieve? Now, these are very important questions for you to ponder on, something for you to understand. What information and knowledge do I need? While setting a goal, these are things that we need to think about. What help, assistance, or collaboration do I need? Can I do it alone? Do I need a team? Who am I going to allot to help me to set up this institute? Like Mr. Piyush Pandit has a team to help, to assist, to collaborate. What resources do I need? And how am I going to avail those resources? It's all entangled with our goal. What difficulties do I need to be prepared to face? So these are things that we need to think before setting a goal. We need to think our goal through. Am I able to handle the difficulties? Am I prepared to face setbacks? Am I making any assumptions? Am I sure this is what I really want? Is this my gut feeling? Is it something that I'm dreaming? If you can dream it, I can do it. Is it something that I really believe? Like Walt Disney says, if you can dream it, you can do it. So is it something like that? Or is it just a made up assumption and I'm just following it? Yeah. So all this needs to be kept in mind, and it's very important, thinking a goal through. Is there a better way of doing things? And that is the importance of evaluation, assessment. Take feedback. Feedback is like breakfast. When I do trainings for students, I always ask for feedback. And I'm going to also ask the person who's hosting this for feedback now after this. Did I overstep time? Did I do too much? Oh, an honest feedback is very important. Take correction positively, because it's breakfast and breakfast is important. All the other meals are supplementary, but breakfast is the major meal. You can't forfeit a breakfast. It's major because it's after a long fast that you have your breakfast. So this is important, thinking a goal through. Don't pressurize yourself, because if you are at pressure, then it is not your goal, it is somebody else's goal. So that's the first trigger when you understand that this is not my goal, this is something entrusted to me. And this is why many people, many children are burdened with the goals of their parents. And trying to maintain that goal, either they collapse or either they're not happy. So try and seek happiness in what you do. Okay, so I think I've done the process of goal setting. I've done, do we still have time, or can I still, I need to wind up?
We have time.
We have time, so I go ahead then. Great. Okay. Why people fail to set a goal? Now, this is something for people who don't want to set a goal. There is something like, low self-esteem, fear of rejection. What if I don't achieve this? I don't become Iron Man. What if I don't do this? What if this doesn't happen? All the negatives, the pessimists, all the negatives in a line, like a lovely chain that they have worn around them to display it. Okay, see, I am, like we have Miss Funny Bones, we have Miss Pessimist and Mr. Pessimist with the chain around their neck saying, I don't know, it's not possible. And many people listening to this Miss Negative and Miss Pessimist, Mr. or Mrs. Pessimist, tend to not set goals because you're listening to others. There is a very famous saying in Hindi, log kya kahenge? And I would say, keep the log, keep the people aside, and you focus on what you have to do. The fear of rejection is the worst fear. There's a story about this. 40 years, this lady kept thinking, what would people think about me? What would people think about me? And she never lived her life. If she wanted to go for Zumba, she said, oh, I have a child, and what would they think? That I'm not a responsible mother. Oh, I can't get fit. I need to give time. I need to sacrifice. And she was never happy. She was always a nagging woman. And she felt she was giving priority and giving first preference to a child. But sadly, if you spoke to her children, they would give you a feedback that we have a nag at home. We have someone who never puts herself first. She has no self love. And this is something that really, after 40 years, when she heard this and she realized that she never put herself first because of fear. And this little fear made her realize that there were many people in the same triangle with her who were always fearing what would others think about them, and they failed to live their lives. So you wasted 40 long years thinking, what will others think of me? And everybody was not thinking about their goal because they were wasting time thinking, what will others think about me? So in short, nobody was thinking about you. You were just thinking about and assuming that people are thinking about you. And this assumption became such an oracle that needed to be tackled. It needed to be eradicated. It's not a good oracle or wisdom from God, or the Greek gods didn't come and tell her this, or tell all these women around. So always, I tell women all around, keep yourself happy. Keep yourself happy. Then you can have a happy family, a happy child, a happy workplace. Keep yourself happy. Do what you like. Don't fear rejection, low self-esteem, lack of ambition. Why? Ambition, being ambitious is not wrong. But people think that sacrificing their ambition, they're giving away their ambition for others. Yes, you should sacrifice. You should. But in order to just give up your dream to give back to society, just focusing on your child, focusing on your family, why don't you involve them in your big dream? Involve them. Many people tell me, do you give time to your daughter? I said, yes, I do give time to her. I do give time to her. I have involved her in my project. She's a part of my school. She's a part of my trainings. She gives me ideas. We sit and talk. We converse. So she shares my ambition. And she chooses where to put her hand into it and what she likes to give her input. And the rest is mine. I share her ambition. So it's a mutual consent. It's a mutual sharing. Lack of knowledge of goal setting. Oh, this goal setting could be so tedious and it's only done by scholars and role models, and especially I just want to live a mediocre life, blah, 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 blah. Who's called you to live a mediocre life? You were born to achieve more. Everyone, the fact that you're a human being, you're born to achieve more. So why do you feel so mediocre? If you feel so mediocre, you need to go into a room and tell yourself, all is well. I really love that movie, Three Idiots. And I really love the fact, when he said that, all is well, he felt so good. Initially we were having some issues with, some technical glitches and I was not getting that. I kept smiling. I kept telling myself, oh, it's going to be fine. I kept telling myself, no, there's nothing wrong. When something good is going to come, all these things happen. And my session is good. I believe it. I'm so confident about it. I'm not self-obsessed, but I'm saying it's good. Yes, and it's something good that's going to tell someone today. A couple of people are going to learn today that I'm going to set goals. And I'm going to live a life to achieve more. And I'm going to be happy within myself. I'm not going to carry this pessimist, Miss Mother of Sorrows or Miss Father of Sorrows with me throughout. I'm going to choose to be happy today. I'm going to choose to put myself in front and my dreams in front. And the worst thing in goal setting is, I won't do it today, I'll do it tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the tomorrows never, never, never end. Tomorrow never comes, my dear friend. Tomorrow is never going to come if you keep saying tomorrow, tomorrow. Procrastination is the thief of time. So the more you procrastinate, the more you delay your success, your achievement. Yes. So I believe very strongly we need to fight our procrastination. Mary Kom got up, ran. She fought. Early morning, Manipur, cold, leaving her children, going for practice, running, making herself strong to come back in the Olympics and win the medals after 2 children. And it was not an easy sail for her. One of her child had a hole in his heart. It was a terrible sail for her, but she was a go-getter. And yes, there are many like this, many like this. You have to give up something to prioritize, to achieve. And it's important. Setting effective goals. Start setting effective goals, positive statements. Every day tell yourself, I am beautiful. I can do it. I will do it. Nothing in the universe can stop me because I believe in hard work. I am positive. I am wonderful. I am healthy. Say positive statements. Put affirmations around you. If you feel it's not going to you, carry some kind of cloak and wear it around your head. Play some silent music and self-anchor yourself. Self-anchor yourself. It's very important to give good signals to your brain, to tell your brain that all is well. Baby, all is well. It's important to tell your brain this. Be precise with your goal. I want to do this, and then I want to do that, and then I want to do this, and then I want to start a college, then I want to start a school, then I want to start a university, then I want to do this. It's fragmented. It's like potholes on the road. Sorry. And every time putting dumber is not going to make them straight. Yeah, so be precise. One-step solution to those potholes. Make them straight in one step. Don't every year come and put some kind of mud on them and fill them up. So one-step solution. Set priorities. Very important in goal setting. Setting our priorities. What is my priority in life? My priority, if you ask me what is my priority, I'll say my family. Firstly, second priority is my dream, my vision to give back to society with a skill-based school, to train more entrepreneurs, train more school leaders, to bring about quality education and reasonable fee structure, make it affordable and make it fun-based. Write goals down. Write your goals down. Now, why am I overpowering my voice? Because there's noise in the background. So I'm telling them it's a signal for them. Okay, so write your goals down. When you write, you tend to make it specific. What you see, you believe. So you're going to believe that eventually. What all I wrote, I see today being fulfilled. Write it down. And keep operational goals small. Start with goal setting. If you want to start with goals, start small. You don't need to go big. So start with a small goal. Start working on a small goal. Evaluate. See that the small goal, see that it is specific. Okay? See that it is a SMART goal. See that it is measurable. See that it is attainable. Start with a simple goal of exercise. I'd always say in a week, try this goal, exercise or giving up on junk, binging, all these. Start with these goals, evaluate, write it down first, and then plan your day. It's very important when we plan a day. Planning is a very important aspect. If we don't plan, now this recent share market, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, he shared that he was careless with his health. He shared that how careless he was and how he was binging on junk. So we need to take responsibility for our life. Yeah. So that is really important. So yes, my dear friends, I'm sure I've shared about setting a goal, process of goal setting, types of goals. Now, what is the assignment? We need to demonstrate a goal. So in this week, what you got to do is set a short-term goal. Either you're reading a book and writing a short summary of that book, or you're giving a review of that book. Either you're doing that or you're starting with exercise. You do that and write down, how was it? How was the process? Did you write it down? Did you stick with it? Did you motivate yourself? Did you have an action plan? And did you evaluate yourself? So write down this entire process and believe in yourself. Every time, reward yourself while achieving it. So one last tip I'll give you is start with a short-term goal, be it anything, be it reading a book, be it exercise, giving up on junk, creating a habit. A goal could also be creating a positive habit. So start with something like this. Yes? So I'm so thankful for this opportunity. And I believe one very important thing, any work becomes half when you do it with half heart. So choose something, choose wisely, choose what you're going to do. Let it be something that you are going to enjoy this process, not something that is entrusted to you. And always tell yourself, this is something that I wanted to do for a long time. This is something that I wanted to do gardening for a long time, but I kept it aside. Now today I'm taking it. I wanted to do, reviews, but today I'm getting it back. I wanted to do YouTube videos, but today I'm getting it back. I wanted to do this. So list down before. List down practically what you wanted to do. It will be like a list of 10. Out of listing 10, then select 5 best things that you want to do at priority level. From 5, then take out 3 important things. Something that you can't live without. It's like being a fish out of water. And from 3, then just see the one thing. That one thing. When the coach asked Mary Kom, she asked her this very important question. This coach asked her, why should I teach you boxing? It was a male dominated in India at that time when Mary Kom set out. She set out for being a boxer. It was a male dominated area. And she had to fight this gender stereotype. So he said, why should I teach you boxing? Give me one reason. So she said, I love boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing. I love boxing. He said, give me 5 reasons. So she said, do I need to tell you the 5th time that I love boxing? So that should be your passion. That should be your gut. And the person, that arena, that kind of place, what you want to take in your heart. Your role model should be the same field. Now, Mary Kom's role model was Dcosta, and he was also a boxer, and she wanted to be like him. So the same reference point. She shared the same love like Dcosta, right? So you need to look on for a guru, a role model, an inspiration. And it's important to have 2 people around you, a mentor, to guide you through this process. For example, PhD is not done alone. You need a mentor. You need someone to guide you through this process. So try small, but make a difference. So that's my mantra in life. Always try. Follow your passion. It will lead you to a purpose. Passion, profession will give you peaceful sleep at night. Your passion and your profession are same, then you're getting peaceful sleep at night. If your passion and profession are not the same, you're not getting a peaceful sleep at night, and it's going to just be hard work with half heart. So choose wisely. Thank you. And I hope you enjoyed listening to me. If you enjoyed listening to me, please comment. Please tell me about your goals. Please also tell me, how was your process of setting goals? Did you set goals? And I would really love to find more entrepreneurs coming up. Yes, more people believing in themselves, more people setting out with that energy, with that focus. So please do send a message there about your goal and how you achieved it. Thank you.